Hey guys, I'm back and we are playing Battlefield 6. We got another gun to level 50. Honestly, this was probably the fastest gun to level 50 I've done. Uh, I mean, specifically thanks to like the new weapon leveling up system or XP requirement being reduced or whatever it is. Not really leveling up system, but yeah, the reduced, well, I guess, reduced XP requirements, and now that they've also done the XP for just playing the game thing, right? They give you weapon XP for just playing the game. You don't actually need to do kills and all. On top of the fact that yesterday, double hardware XP kicked off. Like yesterday, actually, I was just sort of screwing around going for takedowns and all that, and I was just playing the game with this gun. But like, I was more focused on the takedowns as opposed to like gun kills, and I blew through the like final few levels. Like, I wasn't expecting to go through them as fast as I did, honestly. Like I said, I was not even like focused on weapon takedowns. I was like more fixated on trying to do, I mean, the weapon eliminations. I was more focused on doing just like the takedowns. So yeah, pretty good adjustment. But also, like I said, yesterday the double XP kicked off, so that did aid in the faster progression. But yeah, overall XP adjustments have made leveling up weapons quite a bit more doable, I guess. So yeah, we got the PW5A3 SMG to level 50, the Unstoppable Force weapon package unlocked, and yeah, we're gonna play the game and just kind of enjoy the new weapon package uh, with my build, obviously. But yeah, 1 minute. God, how do I preview this? I've already forgotten. There we go. Anyway, this is what it looks like and all that when you unlock it and with all the attachments tied to the weapon package on it. Obviously, the PW5 is the MP5, I believe. Not super big into weapons and all, so I'm not like familiar with everything, intricate details of real weaponry and all. But from what everyone else has said and from what it looks like, it's the MP5, the game. Yeah, pretty chill way. Like, I actually like the gun, so like when I saw that I had hit level 50 on it, I was a little disappointed that we're done with it and going to be moving on to the next one soon. Yeah, because it was it was a very good gun. So the what's it called? Attachments you get with the Unstoppable Force is the SU 123 1.5x optic, a red laser 5 milliwatt, basic barrel 225 factory, the flashlight, 40 round magazine, standard FMJ, and the improved mag catch. So yeah, those are the attachments you get with it. Let us, oh, wait. This is the stats for the weapon package, in case that interests you at all. I just go into these corners because it's a little bit the lighting, honestly. So you can see it in like slightly darker. It doesn't blow out with the light reflecting. So yeah, that is the weapon package. Just gonna put on my attachments. So this is my build for the PW5A3. These are the attachments I ended up with using. One of them is a very late unlock on the weapon, so I only started using it when I unlocked it. But Miniflex 1X, violet laser 50 milliwatt, long suppressor, 245mm custom extended suppressor. I mean, extend barrel, not suppressor. Sorry, I was looking at the suppressor when I was saying that because it said extended. The suppressor was the long part. Yeah, but that's barrel. The slim angled underbarrel. This is the late unlock attachment. Basically, till I reached this attachment, I was just using the vertical alloy. This one. But honestly, I just prefer the handling benefits from the slim angled as opposed to... I have some thoughts on the game's recoil and all, but we'll talk about that later. 30 round fast mags. Standard FMJ. And then the improved mag catch. Yeah, the gun's really good in my opinion. They're very usable. Enjoyed using it. So I've been sort of holding back on saying this, and maybe I don't know. We'll talk about it at the end, I guess, if I remember. But a lot of the guns are very good in this game. And also, I'll just say it again so you understand. This is just the build I enjoy using. I'm not saying this is a meta build and all. Like, I'm just showcasing what I used. That's all. Because that's what I will be using in this stream. I'll probably play Recon, honestly, as I always do. So, and maybe I'll switch up to like Assault or like Medic or something for the breakthrough matches. We'll see. Yeah, jump in. Yeah, I didn't show the stat details for my build, but honestly, who cares? Let me check audio. Someone needs to take out this stupid ass chopper. Man. Oops. Dub, what's up? I really like the gun, but time to move on after this, unfortunately. Oh my god, I thought I killed him. Nah. I wouldn't say going in the trash. This is definitely up there with the good guns. Faux show.
Taking objective Charlie.
Ooh. I'd look into them when I get the chance. Oh my god. Oh my god, what am I stuck on?
Be advised, hostiles are attacking objective Echo.
Jeez, the fuck.
We have lost Echo. We are heading for victory. Maintain attack on all fronts.
Wait, what the fuck? What the fuck was that lag, man?
Be advised, the enemy now controls more objectives.
Yeah, I mean,
We're attacking objective Alpha.
it's better. It's better. For sure. Like, I warped around in that, like, movement. That's why I got, like, thrown off, dude. Like, I'm still not grinding out the crappy guns, man. I don't see any point. Can this not... This fucking game, man. This paper, this wire, what is fucking stopping me from putting the...
Our attack on Echo is underway.
God, all this fucking cover is gone.
Enemies are attacking objective Foxtrot.
Honestly, I might do the CZ next, dude. I'm enjoying the SMG gameplay. Dude, Dubs, man, honestly, you really don't listen to what I'm saying. I said, as soon as you put the comment, I was like, dude, I like the gun. It's not going in the trash like you said. Like, dude, you didn't even hear it. What? Yes, it's a gun I like. Genuinely, I don't think you listen to the stream even, huh? You just put your comments and then bounce. Which is cool. Whatever.
Attack support needed on the marked objective.
I'll tell you. I don't even know if I should like reply back to you because I don't know if you're in the chat or what, dude. I'll just save it for the end, I guess.
Lost control of Delta.
Oh my god.
Objective Delta neutralized. Okay, our forces control more objectives than the enemy. All right, Charlie's now under our control. Hostile attack launched on Delta. All right, we are winning the fight. Keep it up. Underway. Objective marked. We need your support in the attack. Hostiles are attacking objective Charlie. We've secured Delta.
I knew it. I was gonna say, dude, this guy like ate a lot more bullets than he should have. 100 ping.
Objective Charlie has been captured by hostiles. Let's rally and counter.
There's too many teammates on this side, dude.
Enemy has secured the lead. Objective Charlie neutralized.
That Jewel guy is making that shotgun work well, dude. Doing a good job with it. Keeps taking me out.
Be advised, we no longer control Delta. We've neutralized Charlie.
All right, let's take this step.
No.
We need attack support on the marked objective. Controlling the battle. Good work.
We got this. Keep it up. The objective. Explosive ready.
Our attack on Echo is underway. Hostile attack launched on Delta. Hostiles are assaulting Charlie. We've lost control of objective Charlie. Hostiles now hold more objectives. Out. Defensive position needed on the marked objective. Our forces are attacking objective Charlie. We've begun our assault on Charlie.
Thanks, soldier.
We took back the objective. Good work. Our forces are still winning. Good work. Delta.
Fucking wobbling corpse. Oh. I thought they revived him or something. It's like, oh, dude, got revived so quickly. How did you see that happen? Oy. I saw him. Damn it.
I'm hit! Medic! Need a medic! I'm hit! I'm black on ammo! Who's that spare?
Be advised, Alpha's under attack. Lose control of this fight. We are targeting objective Bravo. We've taken back objective control. Be advised, Charlie is under attack.
Who can spare some rounds?
Attacking objective Charlie.
Contact! Enemy tank! Looking for spare rounds! Who's got spare rounds? I need some ammo! I'm over here! Take it!
Enemy has secured 4 objectives. Let's rally and counter. We have Bravo under attack.
No, why can't you just put the fucking claymore down, dude? Why? Can't you just fucking put it down, man? It shouldn't be so fucking difficult to place down, dude. Hey.
Objective Echo neutralized. Objective Charlie is now under our control.
Objective Echo is in enemy hands.
Hey, please just let me go through.
Support needed on the marked objective.
We no longer control Objective Bravo. We have secured more objectives. Let's hold it. Hostiles are assaulting Charlie. Move to attack the marked objective. We're on track to win the fight. Let's close this out. Enemy attack launched on Bravo. Our forces are attacking Objective Charlie.
Snail, what's up? How you doing? Dude, just Jesus fucking Christ. How much I shot that guy, dude? What the fuck? Dude, it should not be able to blast right on its fucking feet, man.
Our troops are attacking Charlie.
Fuck! Medic!
Yeah, I'm shooting a lot, man, and the bots are fucking eating all those fucking shots, dude. Yeah, whatever. Now, these aren't players, too, man. I'm like feeling like I'm shooting a lot of the bots, dude. Oh, God.
Enemies are attacking objective Charlie.
God, these teammates are fucking something stupid, man.
We are targeting Charlie.
What the fuck?
Hostile attack confirmed on Charlie. We now control more objectives. Defend all positions.
Objective control has been regained. We neutralized Delta.
Be advised, enemy attack is underway on Delta.
Oh my god, look how many levels you get for just one kill. Nice.
Attention, we are attempting to capture Bravo. Be advised, enemy attack is underway on Delta.
All right, we are in the lead.
Why wouldn't that execute?
Full objective control is confirmed. Keep the enemy locked out of all positions. We need defensive support to the mark objective. Be advised, enemy sniper is confirmed. Bearing west.
Proceeding is fast. Good work.
So stupid. That gunfight was so stupid and unbelievable. Oi.
Hostiles are engaging objective Delta. We have recaptured the objective. Mission is still on target. Good work. Attacking hostile vehicle. We have recaptured the objective. Mission complete. Press on and take victory. Enemy attack is underway on Bravo.
Explosive ready!
We have lost control of Bravo.
I need a medic!
Oh, what the fuck? Breakthrough, man. Just these enemies don't bother pushing. Nothing. Dude. So boring. Dude.
Contact, enemy tank! Who can spare some rounds?
I knew he was there too. I just didn't see him.
The enemy have nearly expended all reinforcements.
Fire! I need a fucking medic! Medic! I need a medic!
Need a medic!
Objective Alpha is under our control.
Man down! Man down! Going out!
I'm hit! Medic! Need a medic!
Be advised, sit reps of losses coming in. Watch your backs.
You're going to make it! Hold on!
I knew you had my back!
Let's go! medic!
Take out any remaining hostiles.
I'm hit!
Call signs. Take the sector and keep pushing our attack. We're losing soldiers. Stay sharp. Objective marked. We need to support the attack. We're moving on objective Alpha.
You're leaving the AO. Return to combat.
Eh.
Be advised, you are exiting the combat zone.
hit! Fuck!
Attack next sector and secure the enemy positions.
Support needed on the marked objective.
What is going on, man? I'm shooting so much, dude.
Shit! Need a medic! I'm hit! Thank you!
Hey, why am I facing?
Medic!
Objective Alpha has been neutralized.
Shit! Need a medic! Fuck! Need a medic! I'm hit! Medic!
If you inject that thing, it slows down your fucking revive. I'm right here, you fucking idiot teammate, dude.
I got you! Come on!
One hit! Fuck! Need a medic!
I was standing like a bot there. You know, I was waiting for the fucking dupe to recharge.
Shit! Need a medic! Fuck!
That was a good game. I don't want to do Firestorm. Let's go to Escalation. Why am I stuck in a corner when I spawn in, man?
Alright, our forces control more objectives than the enemy. Good work. Be advised, attack support needed on the marked objective.
We have Bravo under attack.
We've neutralized objective Bravo.
Hostile thing down!
We're targeting objective Delta. Enemy attack hostile posture. Maintain our lead on objectives held and we can take ground. We've neutralized Delta. Objective mark. We need you supporting the attack. Ready for deployment.
Be advised, enemy tank operating in your area.
We've taken ground. All threat has been removed. All remaining objectives are your target. Enemy attack marks on Bravo.
Defensive position needed on the marked objective.
Fuck. I shouldn't have bothered trying to ping it for teammates.
Our attack on Echo is underway.
Need a medic! Gonna make it! Hold on! I got you! Let's move! Explosive ready!
Oh god.
Be advised, Delta is under attack.
Enemy attack confirmed at Charlie. Forces have heavy armor cleared for combat. Maintain the keep taking the battlefield. Keep holding the majority of objectives. Marked objective under threat. Let's defend the position. Be advised, the enemy now controls more objectives. The enemy holds more objectives. We will take ground if they maintain it.
Our attack on Echo is underway.
Hostile takedown!
I'm hit! I'm hit!
Be advised, hostiles attacking objective Delta.
I'm hit!
The enemy is taking territory. Ignore Bravo and target all remaining objectives.
Fuck! Need a medic!
Dude, this teammate was such a fucking shitter. He's standing right next to the zone and he wasn't jumping on it when we were losing. Missed all my shots.
Our troops have taken territory. Objective Golf is no longer active.
Eyes on the enemy UAV in your area.
Move to attack the marked objective. South forces will lock down their objective. The enemy holds 4 objectives. They will take ground if they maintain it. Enemy forces have taken more territory. Disregard Alpha and focus your attacks on the remaining objectives.
All right, I'm tracking a hostile tank in the mission area.
Good. I want to take this chopper out, man. Useless team, man.
Move to attack the marked objective.
We're engaging objective Echo.
They still haven't taken out the chopper, dude. Oh fuck! Finally, they took him out, dude. I don't know what these guys are even doing, to be honest.
We're attempting to capture Delta.
We have eyes on an enemy tank in your area.
Fucking timing, dude. I don't know what this guy's doing. Are you sniping or? Why can't I get into that, dude? What the fuck? Got aim there.
Vehicles are ready for deployment. We have secured more objectives.
Charlie's under enemy control.
Wait, what the? Teammate, I thought he was enemy. Was he the one shooting at me or was the fucking Christ? I don't even know, man.
Break the stalemate or hostile forces will lock down their objective.
I died to fall damage. God damn it.
Attention! Objective Charlie has been lost.
We have heavy armor ready for combat. Be advised. Break the stalemate or the enemy will lock down their objective.
These are fucking bot teammates, dude. Actual bots. Like human bots. Sentient. Instead of developing AI, they should take these Battlefield players and make them with the AI. Sentient AI. Thinking, feeling AI. Oh, I don't know if they're thinking, man. But they feel. They feel. Bots with feelings. Anyway, they're reviving and all. They're trying. They're doing something, I guess. Why am I fucking bouncing around so much? Just wanted.
Eat shit!
Thank you.
Light armored vehicles cleared for combat.
Need a medic!
Our troops are attacking Charlie.
I got you!
Hey, thank you.
Let's go!
Charlie has been neutralized. Okay, objective Charlie secured. We currently hold more objectives. Our forces are close to taking territory. Charlie. Our troops have taken territory. Objective Golf is no longer active.
We need attack support on the marked objective.
Our troops have retaken the objective. Hostile attack confirmed on Echo. We are attempting to capture Delta. Now hold four objectives. Secure
Oh God.
All right, objective Delta is under control. We need attack support on the marked objective.
Fucking flashlight dweeb.
We are attempting to capture Bravo. Our forces have neutralized Bravo.
March late!
All units, transport helicopters are ready for deployment. Now hold more objectives.
Eh.
I'm hit! Stay with me! Let's move! Explosive set!
Our attack on Echo is in progress. All call signs. Aircraft now ready for deployment.
We now control more objectives. Defend all positions. Objective marked. Support the attack. We're targeting objective Delta.
Hey. It is a good pistol. I'll explain at the end, Dubs. I'll explain why I was using such a shitty pistol and didn't really care about changing it. It'll make sense once I explain, I think.
Objective Charlie is under hostile attack.
The pistol you recommended is good, though. I'll give it to you. But when I explained why I was using the shitty pistol for so long and I couldn't be bothered to, you'll understand.
Marked objective is under threat. Defend position.
I have a very logical thought process on why I'll just sit on the shitty pistol the whole time. It makes a lot of sense to me, at least. This is my last game, so I'll explain it a bit. Just give me a second.
We are attempting to capture Delta.
What is the point of these?
Chad, we have eyes on an enemy tank in your area.
We are close to taking control of the combat area. Maintain your lead on objective held. Be advised, hostile attack on one being made. We have attack helicopters ready for combat.
Medic! I'm hit!
All right, done. PWS-A3 checked out, played with, really enjoyed. I think it's a really good gun. It's obviously a really good gun. I've seen the stats on the gun, and statistically, it's like kind of like I feel like slightly better than average, but it wouldn't fall under the really good category. It is good, but it's like, well, in practice, it's a really good gun. Like, I don't know. Statistically, like I said, it's like okay, yeah, it's good, but yeah, it's a really good gun. I enjoyed it, and particularly, I've not been using the SMGs for a while now because I've been doing a lot of like carbines and I think an AR or something like that for the last several guns. So doing the SMG is and a nice, really good SMG. Like I said, it is a breath of fresh air. Again, when I say statistically, I'm talking about generally on all guns. I think I'm not totally certain how it lines up as far as versus the other SMGs statistically, but like I said, in use, it is an excellent gun. Which brings me to my first topic. I've been realizing it's something I wanted to say like maybe like 3 Master of Masteries ago, so like several guns ago, and I've just been sort of holding my tongue. But a lot of the guns in this game are really easy to use. Like they're not too hard, like recoil wise or whatever. So again, the reason I like using low zoom optics is because you don't feel the recoil as much, and then I also go with the 105 FOV, so you have that like wider thing. So generally, like recoil is easier to manage. I feel when you have that kind of like loadout and setting set up, right? But yeah, I mean, that's why like I've been sort of like reluctant to say this, but a lot of people have been talking about it. Like the battlefield guns are like basically lasers, right? So I've been giving a lot of credit, like thank you for giving me a great gun to play with. But in reality, man, like there's two factors in battlefield guns that you just need to take into consideration. Okay, and then there's like subtle tweaks with each specific gun. So the first thing you need to take into consideration is just general handling and kind of like stuff like that, right? Movement speed, like things like that, right? And how fast you can come out of a sprint at time, the hip fire versus the ADS bloom and bloom like just the ADS and blah blah blah. All these like more generalized aspects of the gun. But when you're taking that into consideration, in Battlefield at least, you need to just be like, it's more class specific, like weapon class specific. So basically, all the ARs are, I think, identical, like as far as like some of the like stats, like the handling stats, like movement speed and this, that, and the other, like sprint out time and all this. Like again, not exactly certain, but there are a lot of handling stats that are attributed to the weapon class, and it sort of applies to all the weapons in that class. Like the LMGs will handle this way, the ARs will handle this way, and there's no like difference between one weapon and the other in this specific set of stats. Like if you like want the exact details, I would recommend watching one of the weapon build, I mean the weapon breakdown like content creators like Exclusive Ace. I watch his videos a lot and all, but a lot of other people also do it too. Like I think Exclusive is one of the few that's doing it on a more detailed like statistical level. So if you want specifically that, check his stuff out, I guess. But so your first consideration is, what is my favorite play style, right? How do I want to play the game? And obviously there'll be different, if I'm playing this, I'll want this play style. If I'm doing this, I want that play style. So there's going to be variations in that, which is why, you're like, when I'm playing this, I like to use this one when I'm playing that. But it's specifically the handling and specific stuff like that. You're just going to be generally picking from which category of weapons you want. Okay? So there's that. Then the other thing that you need to just take into consideration is, more often not, time to kill. If the gun has a reasonably decent time to kill, the recoil and stuff like that, obviously on some really of the hard hitting guns, they have a lot of recoil and all. But for the most of the time and most, right? You don't need to worry about like the extreme recoil for like extended fire. It's the time to kill in this game is reasonably quick, so it's more the first few bullets, right, that you'll need to make sure is good. So time to kill becomes the next most important aspect in battlefield guns, because recoil is so much of a lower consideration in this game. So that's what I've been realizing. I'm like, dude, yeah, a lot of these guns are good. It's just because most of them they've got a good time to kill. The recoil and all I can manage. Most of the time I can manage the recoil in this game. It's not that big a deal. Right? So that's what I've been like realizing. And to a certain extent, like I understand like the frustration with Battlefield players, like, they're all laser guns. They're all laser guns. Right? But these are the same people that are complaining about this. They'll make their videos in the previous Battlefields recommending the laser guns. Right? So most of these people will drift to the more accurate gun, like the guns that they can beam but has also a good time to kill. So the fact that a lot of these guns are like that, like it's just like, yeah, it's what people like want to use most of the time anyway, right? Like if they Like, and especially in this game, I feel like if they go too crazy with the recoil, then a lot of guns become like pretty unviable. Also, right? It's like, dude, why would I use this? Even like, it becomes a massive struggle then, right? But I do think, like, I do agree, like, some of the guns are just too much of a laser. You can just full auto it, like, at really long ranges and stuff like that. And even in the past, like, and I'm not, like, talking about the extreme past. I'm talking about specifically just the last Battlefield 2042. More times than not, like, at the longer ranges and all, you need it to tap fire. Whereas in this game, I've gotten so lazy about it. I'm like, dude, I just can beam it. It's okay. I'll hit enough shots eventually that I'll get the kill, and time to kill is reasonably fast, so I can get it. Like, I don't have to worry. It's strange, man, right? Like, but like I said, that's the thing. It's like, dude, when you take those two factors into consideration, then so many guns are just going to be good because the rest can be managed. The rest can be managed. And then I'm not saying like the attachments are completely useless if the gun's got this, that, and all. Like, what happens is, like, at least for me, is a lot of the attachments just sort of complement. Like, okay, this gun's got a good time to kill. The recoil is not that difficult to like control. What I want to do to this gun to make it even more in line with the way I want to play the weapon, right? So if I really don't want to bother, I'll put on some recoil or reducing stats. And honestly, it's become like, dude, there's two very specific setups that I'm using with my guns, and it just applies to everything. There's not that much variation with my builds at all because I'm like, dude, this is how I like to play the game. This is how it's going to be, dude. That's what I need to use, right? The two main big discrepancies is, am I using the alloy vertical or the ribbed stubby? It's either these two, depending on how many points I have, for just completely reducing the recoil so it becomes that much more laser-like. Or if I feel like the recoil is really manageable, but like I just want like super good handling stats, then I'm using the slim angled, or there's another like hand stop, like another angled one, like with the, it's not on the SMGs, but let's see. So I'm either using the slim angled or I'm using the slim hand stop, because these are the four attachments that will like sort of good. These are the four like attachments, and it's just a combination of how many points do I have. Very little variation to my build, but that's because that's all I need. Like, and then the other attachments are like the violet laser, and then one of the magazine attachments, trying to speed up the reloads often, and muzzle is usually a suppressor of one of the suppressors, depending on how many points I can allocate to which suppressor and what I need specific as far as the things, right? But it's basically the same build, right? And it's just a variation of, do I want to control my recoil even more so, or do I want really good handling without affecting my, like, what's it called? Aim, the bloom. Like the aim movement speed or whatever, like accuracy. So, yeah, I've been praising the guns a lot. But more and more, the last several guns, I've been realizing, I'm like, oh yeah, you know what? More guns I use, it's just, all that really matters is the handling, which is the weapon category, because these are the kind of like, this is the kind of playstyle I like to play with, and then the time to kill. And as long as these two things are in good combination, then the gun's good. It's like, yeah, okay, the gun's really good. I enjoyed myself a lot. Do I wish there was more character to the guns and stuff like that? I like 50-50 on it. I think more character and all, like, does lend itself to having a more clear-cut favorite. Because, like, you know, I really like this gun and it's different, it's unique, and it plays well with me. Whereas having this kind of, like, very similar, not only builds, but then handling is specific to the category, and then the recoil is not that big an issue. It does water down like what is a good gun in this game, because everything is going to be a good gun. In fact, just rolling back to this concept, like I'm a big hater. Like, dude, this gun sucks, right? Was this AK-205? I think they've done stuff to make it better now, like in the recent things. But like when I tried it out, all it had going for it was a laser. It was really accurate, but the time to kill was awful. But this is what I'm saying. It's like, dude, most of the guns are really accurate, and it doesn't take that much effort to like control. So having something super accurate, on a theoretical level, it's like, yeah, people will be attracted to a really accurate gun. But when everything is reasonably decently accurate or reasonably easy to like build to fit that accuracy thing that you want or whatever, right? Then it having a really bad time to kill means so much more to why the gun is bad, in my opinion. Versus like, it's like, dude, why are you using that gun? Oh, it's really accurate. If you use it right, it'll be good. Blah, 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 blah. No, dude. Like, you can make most of the guns reasonably decently accurate that it shouldn't be too much of a problem to control for yourself, and they'll just have better time to kills. So why does ultra accuracy mean anything then, right? So yeah, this is just, I think often dubs, this is related to what you like recommend often. You're like always coming like, this is a good gun, this is a good gun, this is a good gun, right? And it's like, yeah, it's cool that you're recommending so many good guns. But in the end of the day, all that matters is the time to kill. And it's in a category that suits my play style. And I'm not saying like, oh, the fastest time to kill means the best gun, blah, 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 blah. There's a definitely middle ground that's still extremely good in this game. Like where the time to kill is not like the best, but it's in that middle area, and it is very good still. It'll end up playing very well. It's just the extreme outliers where the time to kill is really bad. It's like, okay, this is just not worth it, dude. Come on, right? I think that's why like there's so many weapons that not only dubs, but even I, after grinding them out, I'm like, yo, this was a lot of fun to use. But yeah, I do think maybe like it could use more character as far as like I think my personal opinion on the weapon, fixing the weapons and all, right, is yeah, like I said, in this game, I think more times than not, just because of the way the ranges are and all, having good recoil, like not crazy recoil, like going too nutty with like the adjustments on the recoil differences per weapon is valuable, right? So maybe a slight nerf to recoil on across the guns to just make it a little bit more unique depending on like the weapons and not super laser accurate, right? I'm not talking about bloom. I'm talking about the recoil. People have been talking about bloom and shit, and it's like, dude, I don't want the bloom to like be worse because like that reduces the skill of using the weapons. It just makes it more random. That's not a skill like, oh, I got so many headshots. Like, dude, the bloom is kind of just random. It's like, okay, good luck, man. Right? That's why, like, I'm not like a big fan of like the high caliber and the synthetic rounds and all this because, dude, like headshots and all like are often just like a little too randomized due to the bloom, right? So I'm specifically talking about like, yeah, there should be maybe a like slight difference in like recoil, but the biggest thing I think to make more of these guns more unique in each and have its own individuality is stop having the handling tied to just the weapon class, where each weapon has its own unique handling details. So not all the LMGs have this specific handling stat and they're all the same for everything. Unless, again, aside from attachment builds and all that, I'm talking about the base, right? Have different handling for each weapons And also, again, I do agree, like some of the guns are like quite laser-like and all, but it is important not to go crazy with just making them unviable recoil crazy, just to reduce the laser-like things. I think giving guns more unique handling stats will create, like, again, I'm specifically talking about the handling stats that are tied to the weapon category, which is like across all the weapons, like the hip fire, right? The hip fire radius, okay, is I think the same for all the weapons. The sprint out time, I think the sprint times, like movement speeds, right? A lot of these stats are just across the board. All, like if you're using an assault rifle, they all have the same stats. If you're using an LMG, they have all the same stats. I think they could start tweaking those numbers for each weapon to creating a more unique aspect. And again, I do think some of the guns do need to be adjusted with the recoil, but don't go crazy with that. Make it a little bit harder, but not that much harder, right? Work on like creating more uniqueness with some of the other stats. That I don't know. That's my just. I don't know, man. Like I do think like having every gun just be a laser does lose its value and uniqueness to a lot of the guns and why so many things are good. But at the same time, it's also kind of because a lot of the handling stats are also just identical, right? So if the handling was a little different and all that, it would make some guns excel doing this while other guns doing that, right? Some of the SMGs can be really good mobility wise, like extra good, like excel in its category, right? While other ones might be a little heavier, like, but you know, like again, like this one could have been a really good mobility like weapon, right? And then maybe the P90 or something is less so. The Vector is more so. The CZ9 is less so, right, or whatever, like that, right? Things like that. I don't know. Like I think the more recoil you add, just someone's gonna be like, okay, I need to use one of these other attachments for recoil control, right? And the way like attachments work, it's gonna just end up like mitigating any like real uniqueness, and the guns will still be pretty accurate and all. I don't understand. Like anyway, I don't like the bloom bullshit. Like idea of like, oh, just increase more bloom, 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 bloom. I guess maybe at longer ranges, certain guns need to have more bloom. Like I do think like SMGs and all really have no business shooting at long ranges. But like again, whatever. Okay, the other thing that I guess is what I wanted to explain since Dubs brought it up. Like I got kind of irritated like at because Dubs kept on being like, dude, change your pistol, don't use the P18, it's so shit. All that. So I just like, all right, whatever, man, I'll change it. All right, and I did. And yes, I did take a few shots with this pistol, and it is quite a bit better than the what's it called? What is this? It is better than what's it called? The P18. That's for damn sure. But like he misunderstands like why I had the P18 on my loadout. Okay, he's been recommending the revolver a lot. Like, and I see everyone using the revolver. Right, one of these two. They're both supposedly very good. And even this VZ61 now is a very good like full auto pistol, so it's a lot easier to use. Quick finish off, right? But I've been grinding out like weapons for a very long time. Like now, like several years. And I have this mentality with pistols, okay? Just equip it and let it level up and finish off the mastery camo passively while you're doing your other weapon, your primary weapon. So I equipped this P18 and was just letting it passively level up while I was working on my thing, like primary weapons. Now the problem with me sitting on this P18 for so long wasn't because I like loved the P18. It was because until only recently, the pistols were leveling up extremely slowly. as slowly as the primary weapons, and it was a pistol, right? So you hardly used it, and it hardly got any levels. But that's like the main reason I would equip the P18 for as long as I was. I was just letting it passively level up. The thing is, if I go with these revolvers, right? Once I get it to level 50, despite me not being interested in doing like a dedicated stream to showcase the unstoppable force for the pistols, I'm not going to be doing them. But as soon as I get it to level 50, I'll feel like having it equipped is a waste because it's not progressing to unlock anything special after that. Right? So, having the P18 there, being the worst pistol or whatever you want to say, once I get to 50, I never need to touch it again. I can move on to the next one. Move on to the next one. So yeah, a lot of these good pistols, like they're really good. Use this, use this, use this. It's like, dude, I hardly need. I'm not using pistols as a primary weapon. They're just leveling up passively. And now with the recent buffs to the pistols, right, where you'll get points for just having it equipped, or the small, like it levels up way faster now also, right? And then double XP makes it even crazier faster, right? Right? Then it's become even more valuable to just equip the shitty pistols and let them passively level up to level 50 and then just drop them and never touch them again. As opposed to equipping the really good ones, because they'll level up very quickly when you use them. And then once you get to 50, it becomes not so valuable because it's like, okay, I'm done leveling it up to the unstoppable force skin, which is the mastery reward for this game. I should really switch to something else. I mean, I was sitting on the P18 way too long because it is rubbish. But in the back of my head, it's like, dude, once it's done to level 50, I can just move on to the next one. It was just taking really long because not really my fault that it took Battlefield this long to like adjust the weapon leveling for the pistols. Right? But yeah, this M45 is definitely a much better gun than this one. But this is the worry, dude. Once I finish this, I'll probably want a primary pistol, like not primary, but should be my like main secondary, right? But once I get it to level 50, I feel like, dude, I'm gonna want to move on to the next one, and then what I'd use, man, right? I guess the revolvers or something like that. It would have been so much better to just for me to sit on this P18, I eventually get it to 50, and then I would have moved on. But again, problem with this game is like it takes so long to get these guns to the level. But yeah, that was my mindset on the P18. Like coming and telling me this is the best pistol, you should be using this pistol. It's like, dude, you don't understand how I've been grinding out camos and like the mastery rewards, the mastery grind on weapons for the last 6 years that I've been streaming, or whatever, 5 years that I've been streaming. I've been doing the same thing for every grind, dude. I keep a pistol and I just let it passively level up. And then usually in Call of Duty, I do, because you have to do complete challenges, right? I do eventually switch to the like pistols and I'll grind them out, the challenges like fully. But passively they gotten leveled up, so I don't need to worry about the attachments as much, right? In a level up game like this, it's like, dude, just let it level up passively. Like, dude, if I just put that P18, if I equip that P18 now, and just make sure I equip it while I'm running around and capturing zones when it's safe. So when I don't need to like have my primary gun out to like protect myself while I'm capturing a zone, I just pull out the pistol. That pistol will get to level 50 and I can move on. Right? Now, especially now with the very recent update, right? Like this is like this week's update, they finally adjusted it so like objective play and time played is leveling up your guns. This is why I would passively keep the P18 and let it just level up to level 50, because then once it's done, I can just move on to the next one and never look back at that trash ass pistol. It's not so much like I need to use the best pistol right now because I'm a sweat and I need to get the most kills and I'm gonna... Dude, I don't sit on any of these guns longer than level 50. As much as I love these guns, as much as I've praised, like, I like this gun a lot, I like this gun. Like, dude, I was slamming with this PW5A3. Now it's done, dude. I'm moving on. It's time to move on to the next one. So the same would apply to the pistols, right? I was trying to just get it quick. Like, honestly, again, I think in the past, it was really stupid of me trying to passively level up the P18 because you couldn't level it up passively. But again, I don't use the pistol primary. It's just more of a finishing off thing on occasion. So it was leveling up passively when I was using it, right? Or whenever I had like a pistol challenge, then I would be forced to use it and it would level up. So that's why I was like getting irritated. It's like, dude, don't you understand? Like, this is how like I've been grinding out like mastery challenges for so long, and you're coming and telling me change this, do that. This is the better gun. Why do you like crappy pistols? It's like, dude, I don't like crappy pistols. I just like getting the mastery reward for these weapons, and it's a really easy one in this one because you can do it passively, unlike XP for these pistols. You do need to have the pistol out though. So now with this recent weekly update and all, it's not leveling up while it's sitting in your like pocket. So while you're running around, when it's safe, when you're capturing the first couple of zones where there's no enemies around, or if you feel like you can just keep it out while you're capturing a zone or whatever, or moving from point A to point B, it makes sense because it'll just level up passively. In the past, the only times it was leveling up was when I was using it to get a kill quickly. But even then, that was enough for me, right? Despite it being a terrible gun and me complaining constantly about it. Now at some point in time, like while I finish the good guns, because I'm getting complaint from dubs, like, use this pistol, why you use shitty pistol? I'm eventually going to have to go back to that shitty pistol. Well, I won't, man. I don't know, man. I've already sort of come to terms with I'm not completing every weapon in this game. But I hope that makes more sense, right? Why I just... Dude, I had already started, like, there's a sunk cost fallacy or whatever tied to that P18. I had started passively leveling it up. Might as well have just kept it in my pocket, and whenever it got leveled up, it got leveled up. Right? But I probably should have changed to something different because I've got no interest in... I have sort of already mentally decided I have no interest in doing the shitty weapons in this game. Doesn't matter what category it is. I'm not doing every weapon category. And even the categories I enjoy, I'm not doing every weapon there because some of them is just like, dude, I don't want to waste my time on this. I'm enjoying the game. I don't want to waste my time on like some nonsense gun. So I probably should have changed the pistol sooner. It's just, like I said, there was a bit of a sunk cost fallacy to that pistol where I was like, it's leveling up. It's getting close. Getting close. I'm not really getting close to anything with that one. But yeah, the new pistol is, like, I took a few shots and got a kill or two with it. It is much better. A much better pistol. I think I'll enjoy it a lot more than I would have enjoyed sitting on that P18. So again, good recommendation, I agree, but also you're not understanding why I was using it, like, fully, I'm guessing. But again, good recommendation for the most part. Anyway, that's it. Long stories. Long explanations, weapon qualities, and why so many guns are just good. It's because it's easy to use, and as long as it's got a decent time to kill, they're really good. Yeah, pistols. Anyway, that's it. Most likely tomorrow I'll be playing Call of Duty, doing weekly challenges. Hope you guys enjoyed. Check out my streams if you haven't already. And yeah, fastest gun to level 50 thanks to the new XP adjustments and whatever to weaponry in the game. It is feeling quite a lot better. And having the double XP hardware, like okay, I'm going to say something. Okay, personal opinion. Okay, I think the adjustment to the weapon XP, okay, making it faster early on and then, like, you know, it's still just overall faster. Giving XP also for weapons for time played and objective played and blah, blah, blah while utilizing the weapon. These are great, right? I haven't had enough time with the double hardware XP. But my opinion is, without double hardware XP, the time to level up weapons is still slower than I would want to do all the weapons. Like, and I get it. Like, no, double XP is supposed to be special. That's why you're flying through it and all. I think double X hardware XP is still the gold standard for the standard leveling up for weapons in this game. And then, so basically, if we had double hardware XP permanently, and then having the special weekends where it's double of that, I think that would be a more that would be like, okay, I'm more inclined to maybe consider doing some of the shitty like weapons. Right now, it's still like, it's feeling so much better, and as long as I'm doing good guns, I'm fine, man. Like, I'm flying through it. But it still got me like reluctant. I'm like, yeah, I still don't want to do the DMR category. I still don't want to do this. So yeah, I think the double hardware, that was a really good spot on top of the already adjustments. The already adjustments is what it should have been at start, and then it should be double fast constantly. But even if that doesn't happen, it's fine. The current adjustment is really good. As long as I'm using guns that I'm enjoying myself, it's a really good pace to level up guns. And again, I say the double XP should be permanent, right? Like the speed it comes when you're doing this double hardware, like that should be like the norm. Only because like that's taking into consideration that I actually complete the weapons, and then now I can play the game and just enjoy the weapons I enjoy. The current state is still like where I'm like, okay, I'm finishing this gun. Okay, time to move on to the next one. It's still going to take a very long time. I don't know when I'll ever come back to these guns after I finished it, right? Whereas the double hardware permanent like XP boost would have been, okay, I can fly through these weapons and then finally enjoy the game where I'm not using a new gun every time, right? Just as an example, but I fly, like I complete my camo grind in Call of Duty, and then for the rest of the year, I'm just leveling up. I'm completing the camo grind on the DLC weapons because I finished everything else. But for the most part, I'm just enjoying the game with the weapons I enjoy, right? And I think more than that, like once I get to that state where I've completed everything and I'm just using the weapons I'm enjoying, that's when I'm looking at the store and I'm like, okay, these are the guns I really like using. I'd really like a nice skin for this or weapon package. That's when I start looking at them, right? When I'm leveling them up, I sort of don't look at the store for them because I know it's going to be a really long time if I get back to this gun, and I'm not certain this is my favorite gun. So that's why, like, anyway, again, I don't care. In 2042, it took really long to like level up the guns and all that. Also, because you had to like get a lot of eliminations and all that. And I still enjoy the game. I don't mind moving on from one gun to the next one slowly. It's fine. It's all right. And I probably will still buy like a skin every now and then. Like I really like this gun, man. If I see a really good skin for this PW5, I might snatch it up. Despite me having it already completed. Same with the Vector. Probably the same with the TR7. Maybe even the VCR. So many guns, man. This is the problem. Too many guns till they're good. Maybe I should wait before buying weapons until they like do the readjustment to like the weapon handling or whatever that they're planning on doing. So it like is a little less laser-like weapons, and then I'll see. Okay. Now that they've adjusted everything, which are actually the guns I like. Anyway, this gun was a lot of fun. Hope you guys enjoyed. Check out my old streams if you haven't already, and I will catch you later. Bye. Yeah, another level 50 and another gun that I'm gonna miss now that it's over. I really want to just keep using this one, but time to move on, I guess.